Maybe I'd have to correct you when you talked about us meeting in the early 90s, but you did. You made that correction. It was the 80s. So it was quite a few years ago. But it's great to be here. I want to thank our sister Hard Rock Cafe, New York. We're in Times Square for hosting this event today. And it's great to be back in Atlantic City. And I hope that each and every one of you will be able to make the trek to our new property on the boardwalk. It's very special. It is a resurrection. It's a transformation. But Hard Rock will be investing $500 million to make the property something that Boardwalk and the entire city has never seen before. It is a destination in itself. We will have completely revamped arena. If you remember the old Edis Arena, we are keeping the name Edis Arena. Very special to a lot of us. Mark Edis would be happy, and I'm sure he's watching this right now. But we used to have a capacity of 5,000 people. We have created the opportunity to increase that capacity up to 6,000 for boxing. There is not a bad seat in the house. If you remember from the events we've done there in the past, it's a great room. It can create the electricity that certainly boxing deserves, and I know it'll play well for HBO as well. The property itself, 2,000 rooms. It will have 125 table games, 2,100 slot machines, over 20 bars and restaurants throughout the facility. I was talking about the Edis Arena. We also have the Soundwave, which is a theater, has a capacity of 2,000 people, which will be doing over 200 nights of programming a year. The arena will have over 80 nights of programming a year, unprecedented in Atlantic City. We'll also have 5 other live entertainment facilities on property. Anytime, 365 days a year, we will be presenting live entertainment on an ongoing basis. There's a great electricity that we'll be creating. Hard Rock brand is all about music, and add to that comedy, add to that boxing. I think you'll just find it entertaining anytime you come. Our grand opening will be on June 28th. June 29th, we just announced yesterday that we have Carrie Underwood performing, super country star, and then we have Pitbull the next night. As it's been told to me, you can't start the party without Pitbull. Great lineup throughout the rest of the summer, including, I'll just mention a few, which we have Florida Georgia Line for 2 nights. We have Maroon 5 coming in, Rascal Flatts, Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, an old-time Atlantic City favorite. We also have STP and Cole. We have Counting Crows. We have Blake Shelton. We have Toby Keith, Amy Schumer, Kid Rock for a couple nights, Steely Dan. I mean, we really cover a whole gamut across the entertainment scene, and I'm sure this property will be shining in the months to come. We could not be happier than to be a part of this promotion. The fight itself, certainly with Mr. Kovalev and Mr. Alvarez, we are excited, and may the best man win. We know we'll have a great promotion, and look forward to working with you guys. It'll be our pleasure to host you. Working again with Kathy Duva and Main Events, like Kathy was saying before, her and her husband Dan, we had a lot of great promotions together back in the 80s and the 90s, and I'm sure that this will go a long way, this event will go a long way in helping restore boxing to its heyday like it was before. The Edis Arena, like I was talking about, has a rich history in boxing already. I just want to read to you a few of the names that have performed there in the past. Starting off with Thomas Hearns, Michael Moorer, George Foreman, Roy Jones Jr., Vinny Pazienza, Roberto Duran, Hector Camacho, Arturo Gatti, and Buster Douglas, just to name a few. There were many more, and I could go on and on about it, but again, it's a great room for boxing, and not a bad seat in the house. With that said, and our commitment to making this event work, making boxing work back in Atlantic City. Our ticket prices are very fairly scaled. We're not trying to go out and charge what we probably could for this show. Our ringside seats are topping out at $200. More than half the house, 3,500 seats, are priced under $100 or less. 1,500 tickets at $100 and 2,000 tickets at $50. So hopefully boxing fans will respond. I'm sure they will. And it's, in our estimation, a very affordable rate for such a great event like we were putting on August 4th. So I hope to see you all there, and thank you all for coming out today. Kathy, it's great to be back and working with you. Anyway, thank you very much.
North of a streamlined, modernized, and revitalized destination resort. And so, when my dear friend Bernie Dillon, who I have known and worked with many times since we were all starting out our careers in the early 90s, when he called and asked me if Main Events could help him bring big-time boxing back to Atlantic City in his new role as the VP of Entertainment at the Atlantic City Hard Rock, I was delighted to be able to tell him that I had just the thing he was looking for. Sergey participated in the last big fight on the boardwalk, and how fitting is it that he would be in a position to be the one to bring HBO back to Atlantic City and kick off the next chapter of the city's boxing history. And speaking of history, I am pleased and still a little amazed to be able to mark a big milestone in the story of Main Events today. In May of 1978, my late husband Dan Duva incorporated Main Events. So this month we celebrate our 40-year anniversary, and I can't think of a better place to deal. I can't think of a better place to mark that than here today among so many friends. During those 40 years, we have had the privilege to promote many hundreds of events. A lot of those big events took place in Atlantic City. Holyfield Foreman, Pazienza Camacho, Gaddy Ward 2 and 3, Gaddy Mayweather, Kovalev Hopkins come to mind immediately. There are a lot of others, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Melvin Taylor, Pernell Whitaker, all the great fighters we worked with. I think even Fernando Vargas went to place.
Eleider Alvarez.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes a todos. Primero que todo,
First of anything, I'm interpreter first of all.
Talk into the speaker, please.
Oh, yes.
Primero que todo, darle gracias a Hugo Michel,
First of everything, I would like to thank Hugo Michel,
a mi gerente Estefan Lepin, que no está aquí,
to Stefan Lepin, who's not here currently,
Manny Evans, Katy Dua, HBO,
Main Event, Patlova on HBO,
Sergey Kovalev,
Sergey Kovalev,
por esta oportunidad.
for this opportunity.
Bueno, me siento como un poco halagado hoy.
I feel really overwhelmed and very,
Es mi primera rueda de prensa en el exterior.
it's my first press conference in outside of my country.
Y bueno, voy a hablar un poco de mí.
And I'm going to speak a little bit about myself.
La primera vez que me propusieron pelear con Sergey Kovalev,
The first time that they offered me to fight against Sergey Kovalev,
no lo pensé y de una vez dije que sí.
I didn't thought about it too much, and I said at once yes.
Porque bueno, todo el mundo sabe, casi 3 años esperando a Adonis Stevenson
Because everybody knows I've been 3 years waiting for Stevenson
por el campeonato del mundo.
for the World Championship.
Entonces me sale una oportunidad de estas, quise aprovecharla de una vez.
So I had this kind of opportunity, and I wanted to take advantage of it at once.
Es lo mismo, es un campeonato del mundo,
It's the same thing as a World Championship.
pero la importancia de este combate
But the importance of this fight
es el oponente que tengo al frente.
is the man that I'm facing, the man that I'm going to be fighting with.
Es el mejor de la categoría de los 175 libras.
He's the best in the category of the 175 pounds.
Y después que tomé la decisión de de pelear como boxeador profesional,
And after I took the decision to fight as a professional boxer,
he querido enfrentar a los mejores.
I wanted to face the best ones.
Y Sergey Kovalev es uno de los mejores.
And Sergey Kovalev is one of the best ones.
Y el próximo 4 de agosto van a conocer mucho más a Eleider Alvarez.
And the 4th of August, you're going to know more about who Eleider Alvarez is.
Porque muchos me conocen por Box Red,
Many know me for Box Red,
porque no he tenido la oportunidad de tener una pelea de esta envergadura como la que voy a tener el 4 de agosto.
because I didn't have before to have a fight of such a important significance as the one that I'm going to have on the 4th of August.
Entonces es mi oportunidad de mostrar todo lo que tengo por todo lo que he pasado a lo largo de mi carrera.
So it's going to be a chance for me to show what I have and everything that I went through throughout my career.
El próximo 4 de agosto el WBO va a tener un nuevo campeón que es Eleider Alvarez.
The next 4th of August, WBO is going to have a next champion, and it's going to be Eleider Alvarez.
Mucho respeto por Sergey Kovalev,
I have a lot of respect for Mr. Kovalev, for Sergey Kovalev.
un gran campeón,
He's a great champion,
pero me gusta pelear con los mejores y me gusta este tipo de pelea y sé que va a ser una pelea difícil,
but I like this kind of fights. I know it's going to be a difficult fight,
pero sé lo que tengo, sé mis condiciones y mi preparación y el próximo 4 de agosto voy a ser campeón del mundo.
but I know what I have. I know my training and my preparation, and the next August 4th, I'm going to be the champion.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Let me put on my head this hat because I have some promise for this company. To support me, in my boxing career, in my life right now. Thank you very much for everything, and I'm happy to be here and back to New York, and I'm glad to be here again. First of all, I want to say thank you to Aegis, who someday believed in me and gave me opportunity to be professional like a professional fighter, and realize my dreams for to make it, to be. To make it happy. Yeah, to make it happy. Yes, sorry for my English. And also to thank you to Katie Dua, who supports us and gave opportunity fighting on HBO, and thanks also to HBO for great opportunity to be in team of HBO boxing, and personally for thank you for help to Peter Nelson and this hotel, this cafe, Hard Rock Cafe, for this press conference. Thanks to Yvonne Michel and Eleider Alvarez for the fight, and I think so we will, and I'm sure that we will show a very great fight August 4th, because I have a plan to defend my title. He has a plan to get the title and to be champion. It will be a very big battle, and we must be ready and be the best shape in our boxing career. Because in future, opening huge fights, unification fights, I hope. Thank you, all writers who gave award that Aegis best manager in the world, Vasily best fighter in the world, and his father Anatoly Lomachenko best trainer in the world. Thank you very much for everything, and see you, I think so, for in next press conference before August 4th. God bless you, everyone. I'm here for the fight. Thank you.
Nice.
Put your head down.
Gotcha.
Right down the middle, guys.
This direction, guys.
Hey guys,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
to your left, guys.
To your left a
Guys,
little
to your
bit,
left, to
boys.
your left.
All right, one at a time.
Guys, over here.
Settle down.
Right there, guys.
Down the middle, guys. Right
Brilliant.
here.
Okay, okay. You got it.
Right here.
Got it in the middle.
And Sergey, give me. Thank you.
Right here. Thank you very much.
Eleider. Can you go face to face one more time? Sergey, face to face one more time.
Cara a cara otra vez, Eleider. Cara a cara otra vez, cara a cara otra vez.
Thank you very much.